Yeah.
Alright, hold up.
1, 2, 2, 2.
Good night, greetings everybody. We are G-Syndicate. Let's go. Ready to blow, start up the show. Get on the floor, let's go.
Yes, folks, good night one more time. We are G-Syndicate. This next song we're going to do for you, you can find it on our upcoming EP called Revive. We released it last year, and be ready to rock. This one is called Chemistry.
Hey girl. Hey girl. Hey melanin dripping, sweet catty coated honey bar, good looking. The way how you moving, put me in a mood, I'm glad to see you. Your waistline on the baseline, so attractive, I wanna be a captive. I see a smile on your face now, so beautiful, I know you're original.
So come wind up on me. I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come push back on me. Don't hold back, girl, just be free. Now you're dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance with me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we're still grooving. Now you're dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance with me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we're still grooving. We're still grooving. We're still grooving. We're still grooving.
Come talk to me, girl, cause you intelligent and you run the world. I let me say face to face, know you feel the tension, just had to mention. Your brown eyes, shining bright, so gorgeous and glowing like sunlight. I hear your voice, angelic eyes, so amazing, I wanna keep this going.
So come wind up on me. I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come push back on me. Don't hold back, girl, just be free. Allow your dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause it's still grooving. Allow your dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause it's still grooving. Still grooving. Still grooving. Still grooving.
Hey girl, I wanna take you home with me.
And hey girl, show you good energy, yeah.
Hey girl, I wanna treat you right, you see, you see, you see.
Hey girl, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. What you won't do for love. You try everything, but you won't give up. What you won't do for love. You try everything, but you won't give up. So come wind up on me. I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come push back on me. Don't hold back, girl, just be free. Lower your nuts and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance with me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, come and still grooving. Lower your nuts and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance with me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, come and still grooving. Lower your nuts and
Show off, show off.
you have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance with me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, we're still moving. Along you're not touch.
Show off, show off.
You have my attention. Dance with me, baby.
Step out, step out.
Just keep it moving, cause we're still grooving. We're still grooving. Still grooving. Still grooving. Yeah.
The next selection is entitled Englishman in New York a song made famous by Sting in the 80s. Hope you enjoy. Bum, 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 bum.
I don't drink coffee, I drink tea, my tea. I like my toast on one side. You can hear it in my accent when I talk. I'm an Englishman in New York. See me walking down Fifth Avenue, a walking king here at my side. I take it everywhere I walk. I'm an Englishman in New York. Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. If manners make it manners, someone said he's a hero of the day. It takes a man to suffer ignorance and smile. Be yourself, no matter what they say. Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Englishman in New York. Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Modesty's propriety can lead to notoriety. You could end up as the only one. Gentleness, sobriety, are rare in this society. At night a candle's brighter than the sun. In New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made up. There's nothing you can do. In New York, takes more than combat gear to make a man. Takes more than a license for a gun. Confront your enemies, avoid them when you can. A gentleman will walk but never run. If manners make it man, and someone said he's a hero of the day. It takes a man to suffer ignorance and strive. Be yourself, no matter what they say.
You know you sing at home.
Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Englishman in New York City. I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Englishman in New York. Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York.
Now, growing up in the 90s, I would have loved these songs, and I'm sure those of you that know them will love them as well. So we got two songs coming up for you. We got I Wanna Know by Joe and Someone to Love by John B. and Babyface. Hope you guys enjoy.
It's amazing how you knock me off my feet. Every time you come around me, I get weak. Oh. Nobody ever made me feel this way. No. You kiss my lips and then you take my breath away. So I wanna know what turns you on. Yeah, I wanna know Oh, so I can be the one who always makes you smile. Girl, he never understood what you were with. No. And he never took the time to make it work. Deserve more loving, girl. Baby, I'm the kind of man who shows consent. Yes, I do. Any way that I can please you, let me learn. So I wanna know what turns you on. Yeah, and I wanna know so I can be your man and more. And I'd like to know.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of the Senate Podcast. I'm your host, Neil, joined as always by my brother from, no, he's not here yet. Okay, so we are here. We asked you to bear with us. We're running a little bit late, but we are here, right? We wanted to start the stream on time, but we're still trying to deal with everything. Let me try there again. I'm just making sure that I can get him. Right, so he said that he's there. I just sent him the link. And I am going to, hopefully he joins us soon. Let me see if I can see him. But yeah, so how is everybody? Hope everybody is well. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. Just let me do some housekeeping here. So behind the scenes to make sure that everything is looking how it's supposed to look as we wait for Derek. And yeah. Let me see if we can get with our link there. My man Condex Papi in the building. Showed up Condex Papi, boy, a fella Laker fan. Or you going over to the Raptors? We having some terrible times now. But yep. Showed up my bro. Silence this one here. Yeah. All right. All right. So as we wait for Derek, I just want to make sure everybody's doing all right. Everybody is feeling well. And we try to get this party started. We'll just ask that you bear with us because we starting a bit late today. That is really nobody's fault, so to speak, but it is what it is. Let me see if I could get Derek now. Still ringing. Let me see something here. Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you see, no, I hear that my bro no thought would be right. No, you're not Laker fan anymore. All of a sudden, no, you root for somebody else. You're a better fans, boy. I tell you. All right. How is everybody? How is everything? I see Matt, bro. I trying to Matt. Hold on a minute. It seems like he's only even here. Yep. So what you can do is I can share the link, which I should have done before, which I am now only able to do. Let me do that now. As we wait for Derek, and we wait to get this stream started. I said enough things too. Oh Lord, tonight can be a hot one. Tonight is gonna be a hot one. See, and it's rough and dirty here. Yeah. All right. Let's try Derek again. Let me see if we can get Derek. Ring group again. Just ask you to bear with us. I see Tango Fox here. I see Jaron. Jaron, thanks for joining us. All of a sudden, now, parlez-vous français? You want to know if you speak French? See the dessert. All of a sudden, now, he's a Raptor fan. I don't understand this thing. What happened to team loyalty? Huh? What happened to Lake of Yellow and Lake of Purple and Gold? What happened to them things? Yeah, we just ask everybody to bear with us. We're having a bit of a late start. And a little bit of technical difficulties because they're trying to get there into the chat right now. But yeah, we're just having some issues getting him on screen, but we are working on it as best as we can. So we ask you to bear with us. In the meantime, I just asking how is everybody? Hope everybody is well. Today was a hot day, I could tell you that. Yeah, today was a very hot day. We see if we're here already now again. Saying he unavailable. All right, hold on 1 second, people. I'll be right back. All right. We think it should be back there. Yeah, good. All right. She must have when he traded Lamar. Lamar Odom? Come on, behave yourself. Let me see here. We are calling Derek. Hoping to get Derek. But yeah. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you are indeed watching the Senate podcast. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. We do content for you 5 days a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays in this space. Tuesdays and Thursdays in this space, we start the Senate podcast where we talk straight about life, love, and everything in between, from the perspective of men to Caribbean men, and all of the above. And then, of course, we do the Senate shorts. The Senate short. Ah, boy, I hear a booming voice. So let me first things first. Let me set up my mind straight. Hold on a minute. All right, we got video. We got everything. Let me make sure. What's going on?
I'm here, man. I'm here. It took me a while to get in, but I'm
here.
here.
Yeah, we are here, my brother.
I'm here.
Yes, I know. We're gonna share the show and everything. So you may have got to just go into the G-Syndicate talk and get the horns and everything.
Yeah, my bad. Not the horns, but ear horn. Yeah, folks. Glad to see everybody in the house. I am here, ready to crank again, and truly appreciative of all of you who come through. And here on a nightly basis, see my man Jerron in the house. Big respect to you, Matt Brown. Big respect to you as well. I remember when Matt Brown left that Lakers train.
Oh, don't do that. Don't encourage that.
I shall.
I know. Only because you hate LeBron.
Yeah, for sure. Matt Brown, you gotta tell me where the kitchen open. That's another story for another time on another platform. Yeah. We won't talk about that here. But yeah, G-Syndicate, man. We are ready. We got some music to release. I'll see if I'll consult with Mark and see if he can just release it tomorrow. We may just let it go tomorrow and see how it goes. Next Christmas tune, we may do that. And shout out the guys, Kiamal, Waden, Mark, Brett, Hugh, everybody vibing a nice Christmas ditty. Everything good. You can check us out on everything at G-Syndicate 6. That's .com. Here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud. Everything at G-Syndicate 6. You can check out our YouTube channel. You can check the Ready to Blow virtual concert there as well. You can also check us out. We on Frank Culliman Hall stage December 18th. So you can check that out as well. Come on through. It's going to be us. It's going to be a couple other guest acts as well. It's going to be a nice little show. Well, it'll be a nice show. Come through. Check it out. We can do it for you all. And yeah, we here. Lights on, as Neil was saying. We are ready to crank. And again, thank you. Over the past couple of days, I got some messages from a couple of people who were saying, that they really appreciate what we do and that they enjoy the content. They're saying it's good stuff. We appreciate that. We truly, truly do appreciate that. Yeah. So keep coming through. Keep bringing your friends. Every time that we feel that, it might be a little pointless, y'all guys come and drop a little message to let us know. We rocking with you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, just
So
hold
keep
on.
going forward. Yeah.
Yeah, just hold on.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, so we appreciate it, guys. For real, we are 172 episodes in. That is a lot.
Yeah, that 2 mornings.
Sure. And there are also a whole set of shorts that we've released as well. So thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate it. And yeah, man, we here for this foreseeable future. And we are ready to go forward and crank a little bit.
Yeah, man. Plug the show there, Derek. I still trying to work my way up to getting this show
Yes.
a certain type of way.
Yes, this is the Senate podcast here on YouTube. You can also check us out on Facebook, the Senate Podcast, YouTube, well, you're here already. Instagram, the Senate Podcast 246. Check us out. We may drop little clips of, the longer content, the live streams on Instagram. We also drop clips of the shorts of, shorts past. And you can check those out as well. Those are usually very entertaining. And, check us out. Give us a like, a follow, hit us up. We may not always respond, right on time, but we do see what you're saying and we respond when we can. We have the opportunity to do so. And we appreciate it again. And I know a lot of you contribute to the channel via the articles that you send me. Again, we are very appreciative of that fact. So yeah, thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. We are here. This is Thursday night. And tonight we are going to be talking about the game. Cautionary Tale, Tia Mowry. Now, if you all remember, we would have done another show on Tia Mowry, Sister. And we
Sister.
Yeah, I like to title them after things that I figure are appropriate to we can talk about. And that particular show, we got into the divorce, but this is kind of like the aftermath, fallout, if you want to call it, of the divorce. And we can talk about some of the things that we are seeing. And this is a lot of stuff that you guys would have sent to us. So we are going to talk about that, get into it, see what, hey, Cherish, good to see you. I sitting in the house as well. See what is being said on social media, what we can glean from it. And this show is going to be special because I'm going to talk. A lot of what I'm going to say is going to be directed at ladies. You don't really talk to ladies like that. Yeah. For want of being misinterpreted. But tonight is going to be a lot of what I'm going to say is going to be for you all. Because, this is an interesting situation and I prefer not to see you all guys in this particular situation. So, yeah, Neil.
Yeah. All right. So we are here. Good night to everybody. Sorry for the kind of late janky start, but we struggle streaming, as another content creator would say. Yeah, we are here. Anyhow, no, normally every Tuesday and Thursday we come here 8 p.m. We talk the things straight. We talk the things from a mass perspective, a Caribbean black mass perspective. And Derek would usually go on social media, particularly Facebook. You can give us a like and a follow on the Senate Podcast on Facebook. Like, follow, do all that good stuff. And Derek went on there and he would have posted the game, the cautionary tale of Tia Mowry, right? So Derek is going to get into his soliloquy. We're going to sit back, relax, pull up a drink, or two. We may open the phone lines. Yeah, sorry. Oh, my bad, dog. That, that's my fault. Get your gin and tonic. You know what I mean? And let's go beyond. Anyhow, we go.
See
you like that? You like that?
I like that, man. Very nice, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now, contrary to what some people may think, contrary to what I've heard for myself recently too, I don't have many vices. I don't drink or smoke. I'm not a gambling man by any stretch of the imagination. Work too hard for my money to put into something that doesn't give me some kind of value in return. But hey, that's just me. Mm-hmm. If it's your thing, then more power to you. If you like it, I love it. Now, while I may not be a gambler, I have heard the expression, the house always wins. Another similar expression is, you can't cheat the game. And I suspect we've all heard these expressions before. And for tonight's discussion, I want to adapt and amend the latter statement and say instead, the game is undefeated. The game is undefeated, ladies and gents. You can't beat it, and you certainly can't cheat it. One of the problems that we encounter with these man-woman relationship topics is that we like to think that it's all about feelings. However, it's way more science or intellect and data involved than we want to admit. I had a priest one time that would tell you, it must be ruled by the intellect and the emotion. Yes. I go to church, for those of you wondering. Now, this is probably the main reason why we get so much pushback, Neil, when we say certain things. Because people like to think that logic and feelings are completely divorced. And that is inaccurate. And speaking of divorce, let's look at the cautionary tale of Tia Mowry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all thought that Tia was a good girl, but more and more, we're seeing this may not be exactly the case. Seems like there's a bit more of slurring her than we recognize, and it's trying to bust it open. And this is the problem with dating and mating today. So let's hear from this guy who went viral a few weeks ago. This is from the Desirable Truth. They do these 3 interviews, and they had this clip that went viral a few weeks ago. But it's from a longer interview. Of course, they found the longer interview, and they brought what he said after the viral clip. So we're gonna look at what came after the viral clip, because that part is probably even more critical than the part that went viral. So shout out to the guys at the Desirable Truth. Let's hear what our guy had to say.
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked
is
listening. Because if you fuck with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing this,
I respect that,
this
baby.
nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This is the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hoes, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got 2 parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you going to try to figure out which lion going to bite your ass or not? You're going to be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the fucking difference. Y'all gotta stand far away from the hoes, because y'all dress like them. Y'all wear the same shit they wear. Right. Y'all listen to the same music they listen to. And y'all stand for the same shit they stand for. In most cases, not you, baby, but in most cases, the real women got too much in common with the hoes. Let me give you an example. We from the hood and all that. But a street nigga that's really out in the plug, that's really out there doing that dumb shit, he ain't got shit in common with me. So we look mad different. The women, y'all look too much, talk too much, and act too much like the bitches who ain't shit. So we don't know the difference.
No. Mm-hmm. That is interesting. I must remember to come back to that. Anyhow, go ahead, my brother.
Okay. So as my guy said, problem is you can't differentiate between the good girls and the slurs. I would have said on another live stream that good women need to separate themselves and make themselves known to the men they want. And this guy is essentially saying the same thing here too. So ladies, you need to stop associating with, and this is at the risk of sounding like every telling you what to do, right? But just a bit of advice, you need to stop associating with and defending certain things that you know aren't the best decisions and aren't in your best interest. But we know when the sister code kicking, all bets are off. It was only a few weeks ago that a pair of brilliant content counters gave us some commentary and made a few bold predictions about Tia and a few other prominent females. And here we are only a couple weeks hence, and already we're seeing some things come to pass. These 2 gifted content creators told you all reality was going to set in for both Tia and Giselle Bundchen. And we have that footage, Neil. If you could roll that footage for us, it's rare footage, but you can roll that footage and so everybody can see what was said.
Yes, sir. I'll do that.
Okay, that we got people that's coming rock with us every week. I really do appreciate that, right? Mm-hmm. Now we were seeing on the bed, on the video on the bed, she said that this is her turn, the new chapter in her life, the next chapter in her life. Unfortunately for her, she's the only constant in her life. So in this next chapter of her life, she's going to be right there again. And I suspect that she's about to get a serious reality check Much like Giselle Bundchen, hers coming, and Jennifer Flavin.
I think most people should like, comment, share, and subscribe to those brilliant young men.
Yes,
that are
I do
doing
think.
such good work in the YouTube and content creation space. I think they're.
I believe so as well.
Yeah, they're great.
I think
awesome.
they're pretty brilliant, Neil. I don't know what you think, but I think they're awesome.
I do agree. I would have to concur.
Yeah. So let's digress just for a little bit so that Giselle can get some strays. Let me get our article there. So Neil, let me know when we are ready to rock. Folks who are indeed watching the Senate podcast here on YouTube, give us a like. Hit the like button. That's the only cost of admission that we ask when you come here on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
All right, let me get my girl Giselle here on screen. All right, you could go when you're ready.
Yeah, this article is from the New York Post Sports, and it says, meet Joaquin Valente, Giselle Bundchen's Tom Brady rumored rebound following divorce. It goes on. Is love in the air? Giselle Bundchen is reportedly cozied up with a new squeeze in Costa Rica. No photo to show. The supermodel, 42, was seen out on the town with Joaquin Valente, a jiu-jitsu instructor, with her 2 children, Benjamin, 12, and Vivian, 9, in tow.
Ain't that some shit?
Brazilian gossip site Pure People reported Wednesday that the pair are dating. The snaps follow a painful, in inverted commas, divorce between Tom Brady and Bundchen, which ended their 13-year marriage last month. No. Please note. They divorced last month. She is out in Costa Rica with the jiu-jitsu man. She 2 children. That last one here.
All right. Shout out Beja Erica, man. Erica, man, you hiding, man. I see you all over social media, but I ain't seeing you here. Thanks for coming through, man.
Appreciate it. The pair reportedly separated following an epic fight, again in inverted commas, fueled by Brady's decision to unretire from the NFL. Once trouble in paradise began, a source told Page 6 that Bundchen was upset and her now ex had changed his mind. The model fled the family's home in Florida. Sounds like an escapee. Anyhow.
All right, then. I know where the fled come in there, but anyhow.
She fled.
She fled.
So Giselle Bundchen has divorced her Hall of Fame husband to deal with the jiu-jitsu man, the kung fu man, right? Sorry, don't let me be disparaging to the martial arts. As a martial arts man, fan myself, let me not be disparaging to the martial arts.
So bad, man.
She is dealing with the jiu-jitsu man. This is very similar to Mackenzie Bezos. Scott Bezos, Scott, whatever you want to call her. But we can go on Mackenzie Bezos for now. Divorcing Jeff Bezos to marry and divorce a teacher man in less than a year. Big up the teacher man in the house, man.
Yeah, making him the wealthiest teacher or potentially the richest teacher in history.
Yeah, Mackenzie, don't stand on ceremony, hook up your boy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The reality is, you can't go from dating a millionaire to dating an average guy. You just can't. I know ladies will say we could do it for love. You just can't. And there's a reason for that. Why is that? Now, everybody can look at the lifestyle. Right? Everybody's going to look at let me not say the lifestyle, the trappings of the lifestyle. Everybody can look at the house, the car, the pool, don't want to say servants, the help, let me call it that. Everybody can look at those things. But the mindset to be required to be a millionaire is very different from the average guy. When you are around a man and you get accustomed to being around a man that is driven and successful, the average man looks like a failure to you as a woman. And guess what? You can't respect a failure. So, folks, we can officially add Giselle to the list of women, that gonna be marrying down and slumming it a little bit. Not to be disparaging to the men, but hey, they're gonna be slumming it with you if you're an average guy and these women got some money. No. Since her recent divorce, some of you have been sending me various and sundry articles and clips of our girl Tia out here living her best life. Yeah. And many of them made me smile because I know, Neil knows, you all know how this script is going to end.
Oh, yes, we do.
One such clip that was sent to me is from the Hoda and Jenna show. Right? So let's hear the introduction that she was given on this show.
Her Instagram boasts more than 11 million followers, and she describes herself as a lover of family,
As you can see, we have a wide selection of cat.
food, and fun. It sounds like a lot of us. Let us welcome actress and producer Tia Mowry.
We have a wide assortment of cap. I love it. I
That
love
was just
it.
for you, man. That was
Yeah, I
just for you.
love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So that's her introduction. And she's a lover of family, folks. But yeah, she chose to break out her family.
Yeah.
Truly interesting stuff. So let's go to the next clip and hear why she decided to part ways with her husband.
Spoken about this, so
Yes.
we're comfortable asking you about it. But you and your husband, like a lot of couples, decided that it was better to be lived, your life's better lived apart than together.
Yes.
How did you know that it was time
That's a really good
to
question.
take that route?
I knew when I really started to focus on my happiness. I feel like women, we tend to focus on everybody else's happiness, making sure that everybody else is okay, meaning our children. Meaning, our children, our friends, our, family. But at the end of the day, it's about self-love. And when you start to really work on yourself, love yourself, know your value, know your worth, and then all of a sudden there's this awakening. Wow. And it's not easy. It's a hard journey. But at the end of the day, I feel like it is so, so worth it. So
Yeah, wow.
Claps and cheers for Tia Mowry. No, real quick, because you can't let this slide. The word salad. The salad tree of it is what got me, right? Because what did she say? She's focused on her happiness. I don't know where marriage, duty, honor, love, respect, in sickness and in health, they don't say any wedding vows in happiness or sadness. Like, life is not always about happiness. And if you cannot focus, if you cannot somehow balance and juggle being a wife and a partner to someone, a husband and a partner to someone, a father, a husband to someone, a mother and a wife to someone, right? Then what business you got getting married? Right? Happiness.
Yeah.
It's funny, right? Real quick. I know we can get flat. I can get flat for quoting Kevin Samuels. Oh, Kevin Samuels, that's these is two broken men and on the father. So them over there pseudo daddy, Kevin Samuels, right? But Kevin Samuels said exactly that. That happiness ain't about marriage ain't about happiness. Marriage is about duty, honor, respect, love, and finding happiness within those things. You think men happy in a marriage? You think who happy? Like, what is happiness? Let me break it down. Yeah, when I like poetry, I'm breaking it down on the airy-fairy word salads. What is happiness? Happiness is not lying up on a beach somewhere. Lying is happiness.
Isn't it, though?
Yes, it is. But it's also a happiness. Duty, honor, respect to your husband, your family, your children, to your wife, your children, and your home. Yeah? All right.
Outdated.
No problem.
Talking about me. But I say you somebody else just know. Just rest up on screen while they talking here, right? Just rest up on screen.
Rascal.
And thoughts you can read, so you can read that. But listen to what he's saying here. We've heard what Tia had to say, and from what we are gathering, there doesn't seem to be any real reason that she wanted to leave. Just leave it on screen. You don't move it.
Yes, sir.
There doesn't seem to be any real reason that she wanted to leave her marriage, other than she wants to look out for herself and her happiness. Just left it there. Don't move it.
No, sir.
Move it, right?
It's there. No, we're going anywhere.
She's tired looking out for the children, family and friends and making sure that they are happy. I also hope that y'all realize, I hope this is still on screen. Eh?
Yeah, you still there. You still there.
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere.
I hope you all realize that the husband was conspicuous in his absence from her list of people that she wanted to make happy. Yeah, he is the one that got left.
Not feeling it.
Please know that. Well, the children too, but he get left first. The children get left by extension, if you want to call it that.
Did they though? Because they still got money and daddy, you know.
Listen,
That's still all right. Ain't good.
but what we talking about? You can take it on you.
All right.
Yeah? It seems as if Tia was tired being a good girl and wanted to be out here in these streets like everybody else. And how can we surmise that? Because I see my girl Erica in there. I love when Erica comes through because Erica is always, the voice of the voiceless, as Neil would have said in one clip. Erica also always provides that feminine perspective, and I like that. So how can we surmise that, she wanted to be out here in these streets like everybody else? Let's go to this article from the Atlantic Black Star.
Yeah, she on screen here.
Yeah.
No.
Folks, while we queuing that up, hit the like button.
All right. Well, when you're ready, you can go for the hills.
Thank you. And it says, I'm not allowed to try. Tia Mowry reveals husband Corey Hardrick won't allow her to participate in a certain TikTok trend. Tia Mowry jokingly disclosed on April 8th during, let me backtrack. This is from April 2021, right? So last year. She jokingly disclosed on April 8th during an interview with Nightly Pop that her husband of 13 years, actor Corey Hardrick, won't allow her to take part in the Silhouette Challenge because of its sexy nature. In the challenge, participants appear on camera in casual clothing, as the 19 says casual, but casual, I assume that's what I mean. As in 1958 song "Put Your Head on My Shoulder" by Paul Anka plays in the background. Put your head on my shoulder.
Big track solid by this challenge.
Yeah. When the beat transitions to Doja Cat's "Streets,"
Can't make it up. Can't make it up, dog. You can't make it up.
Yeah. When it transitions to Doja Cat's "Streets" in the following clip, they are expected to be in a sexier attire while posing in an illuminated background. Mowry told the host when asked if she was reticent about participating in the sexy challenge. It's not that I'm scared to try. I'm not allowed to try. Let's just say that. My husband would be like, for real? But the two of them there posing. The family reunion act also opened up about the Busset challenge. It includes an underdressed person changing into her best ensemble while gyrating to the beat transition. She did with her kids, Cree Hardrick, 9, and nearly 2-year-old Cairo Hardrick, and how her husband overreacted because he was unaware Mowry asked she had changed the concept. The Busset challenge is very sexy, but I had switched it up, but he didn't know. So when he saw me shooting with all the kids and he heard the music, he was like, no, what are you doing? I was like, Corey, I'm doing the mom version. Now I don't know how you get the I don't know how you get the mom version of the Busset challenge, but
wait.
Yeah, we hear him on in a while.
No. Give me casual again, man. Yes.
My man Corey made it very clear, in certain terms, it wasn't going to work with him. She told the host she might change the Silhouette challenge and make it real classy. Toward the end of the interview, Mowry revealed her inspiration behind creating her notable TikToks. She said, I don't take myself very seriously, you know what I mean? I love having a lot of fun. Last month, Mowry made headlines after informing her followers that she didn't want any more kids by sharing a hilarious TikTok. In the video, the 42-year-old who was lying in bed before sitting up explained, why don't you have another baby? They said, you want to pay for it? You want to change his diapers? You want to babysit? I didn't think so, right? So we see what is going on. We told y'all when we did the sister show that she wanted to be out here in the street. So to hear her tell it, Mr. Hardrick was not keen on her participating in all the social media challenges and stuff like that.
All that Busset challenge, all that there.
My man about that. He put his foot down, and it may have caused a rending of the relationship. It must be noted, though, that in all of this, Tia found time to sneak this Corey Hardrick about the fact that she earned more than he did. Ipso facto, she became the de facto breadwinner in the family. So let's check this particular post. And here we see a screenshot. This guy, he did a skit, and the caption says, "Some toxic people will refuse to contribute around the home in any way, hashtag toxic partner." And lo and behold, whose eyes do we see down there at the bottom? Yeah. So then we go to Atlanta Black Star one more time. Let me know if I can go, Neil.
Yes, you can go.
She got tired of paying for everything. Tia Mowry faces black backlash after seemingly throwing shade at Corey Hardrick under Instagram video. Tia Mowry has been very transparent about the current events happening in her life revolving around her separation from her husband, Corey Hardrick. Mowry's recent transparency has prompted folks to infer that the cause of their separation is due to her being the main breadwinner in their home. The 44-year-old actress was spotted commenting eye emojis underneath motivational speaker Lee Hammock's Instagram video. In Hammock's video, he created a scenario surrounding a couple where one is happy to pay bills together and the other is using a manipulative tactic to get out of paying bills. Some toxic people will refuse to contribute around the home in any way. Hashtag toxic partner. Hammock wrote as his caption. Maury's comment was quickly spotted by the Neighborhood Talk, which then uploaded it to their page where fans reacted to Maury's seeming shade. Now, this was interesting as well. Check the comments that were made. Saying he have no money, child, this long. So in other words, them together 20 years, married 14, and he brought all that time. Somebody says, I knew it. She got tired of paying for everything. I don't like this. Let's say it wasn't about her. She knows people would assume that it is. So why even put that energy out there for people to speculate? I like that comment because the shade is unnecessary. The shade is unnecessary. This my no video saying I still love my kids, I still love my wife. We showed that one on here when we did this sister show. And then she served him with divorce papers. Bam. Yeah. The shade is unnecessary. While fans gave their opinion on the family reunion star's action of posting, many seem to understand her apparent pent-up hurt, and there's nothing wrong with her being hurt. Let me say that up front. But to put him on a blast like that for no reason, unnecessary. Somebody says, let her be passive-aggressive in peace. No telling what that man put her through those last 20 years. And we went with that the last show because we just heard her, and we heard her sit there on that show just now and say, hey, she just wanted to do her. Although Mowry filed for divorce from Hardrick, she still petitioned for joint physical and legal custody, making sure the children are supported by both parents. The two were together for 20 years, married for 14. To go from being with another person for over 2 decades and sharing 2 children to suddenly being single can be a life-changing adjustment. We can come down a little bit, as Mowry has shared in an interview with US Weekly. It was not easy. I usually tell people in my close circle, this is not for the weak. It's very hard. I can come to that. I can come to that in a minute, Neil. Hold on to your hat. Right? Fortunately, folks, more footage has emerged from those 2 content creators explaining what most likely happened between Miss Mowry and her erstwhile husband, Corey Hardrick. So let's roll that very rare footage, Neil, and then hear about what our profound brother on the street had to say about this very situation. Brings me to my next point. And all of this is speculation and conjecture, but this is my hypothesis nonetheless. I suspect the biggest challenge that Tia had is that Corey Hardrick has grown up and evolved. He's more successful now than when the 2 of them first got together. And more than likely, he's decided to step out of the husband-son role which he was in before. So let me just digress and explain the husband-son for the uninitiated. The husband-son is that man who is less established and less successful than the woman. She marries him knowing full well that he cannot dictate pace, essentially, because he's less than her. And she's happy with that dynamic. Now, I am certain that now that he is more successful, he's being more assertive in the house, saying what he wants and what he doesn't want around the house. And he probably put his foot down on certain things, and that probably changed the dynamic between them. So, Tia done with that.
Tia is done with that.
Yes. So I may wonder if, if he got a script and we're reading it, Neil.
Yeah, let me get the Perform brother on screen here.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
What you saying?
I said women don't like dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, he's toxic.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So we see what's going on there, right?
See,
I see
this. Ria says she's seeing a picture of you guys on the screen. Yeah, so that is us showing us talking about this very same thing a few weeks ago. Yeah. That's not. It wasn't no feedback. Yeah, ain't a free feedback or no glitch or anything like that. Purpose work. We ain't that struggling.
Yeah, not bad yet.
We're not struggling.
Yeah. So as you can see, folks, we predicted it right here in the Senate, right? And it seems as if since her divorce, Tia has now shaken the oppressive shackles of marriage. She's not ready. Yeah, he got some words solid too, you know. I really do some of this sometimes. Yeah? And now she is free to unleash the cracking of thirst traps on her IG. Next stop, OnlyFans. Anyhow, ladies, don't play yourself. Do not play yourself. Don't let your girlfriends make you throw away the stuff that really matters. All right? We got some screenshots there. We're going to put them on screen.
Yeah, are you ready?
All right. And it says, the time spent with your parents and siblings peaks in childhood, declines after age 20. This guy, he did a little bit of research and discovered our time with our siblings, our parents, and our children decreases. Put children on screen there, so Neil. You could roll them if you could find them.
What children?
Roll all four. I think there's four of them, right? Roll off.
Yeah. Time spent with the partner. Change that word until death.
Until death.
Who you choose as a partner is the most important decision you will ever make. Find someone you genuinely enjoy spending time with. Never settle for less than love.
No, that's the part that I had a little problem with, because that's some bullshit there.
Time spent with children.
Never settle things foolishness.
Never settle. Time spent with children peaks in your 30s and declines sharply thereafter. Key lessons: time with your children is short. The magic years will fly by if you let them. Be present in every moment. Slow down and embrace the sweetness that children bring to your life. Amen, amen, and amen. And then we have time spent alone steadily increases throughout your life. Key lessons: learn to embrace solitude. Amen. Flex your boredom muscles regularly. Find happiness and joy in the time you have to yourself. There will be a whole lot of it as you get older.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So we see time with your parents, your siblings, and your children decreases. The reality is everybody has their own life to live independently, untethered to you and your life. Everybody wants their children to grow up and to spread their own wings, right? Conversely, our time with our partner and our workmates, unfortunately, increases. So this means that you need to be mindful that, much like the proverbial dog with a bone, you don't lose what you have chasing a reflection or shadow. No, let me stop here. Because it's getting here. We are not saying here to accept bad treatment. Nobody's saying that.
Because I just want to point out Erica. You know, Erica, I love Erica. Erica, she rightly asked why villainize Tia. If she was unhappy and tired, you want her to stay in the marriage? But was unhappy and tired? That's so subjective. It was the happiness and tiredness enough to warrant breaking up a family, to leave any man. You see, every day we get unhappy and tired. I'm sure in your job, you get unhappy and tired. You left your job? The job does make you happy every day you go to it. Every day you go to work, you just be happy and full of energy.
Certainly doesn't happen.
Right, but it's never consistently unhappy and tired. Shoot, they may got times, might got a space, we just be like, I'm tired of this job, I think I want vacation, I don't know. But you're still in your job, right? Shoot, I know come off your job, I tired, I happy, but I tired, I left your job.
Yeah. No, but I say accept the bad treatment. That's not what we're saying.
No.
But to Neil's point, every day ain't gonna be sunshine and roses.
Shoot, every string of days.
And here's the thing. In the next few years, her children will be out with their own friends and pursuing their own relationships and lives. And we know where she will be. Let me get Keisha here, so. Tia Mowry has chosen to struggle. And yes, folks, she is struggling. How do we know? Glad you asked. Let's check this article from Atlanta Black Star, because Atlanta Black Star was all up in this woman's business. So here we go again.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
This is not for the weak. Tia Mowry talks her new role as single mom and difficult decision to divorce husband of 14 years, Corey Hardrick. Since recently announcing her divorce from actor Corey Hardrick, Tia Mowry says she is adjusting to the new normal, despite stating the two who were married for 14 years will still remain amicable as a co-parent. The actress says she feels like she is always in survival mode. Mowry, 44, said life has changed quickly since the couple split, especially as she is a caretaker for her two children, Cree 11 and Cairo 4. The sister star said say that 10 times fast. Sister star said she is now really learning how to really be present as a solo parent. Yeah, you gotta be present because it's just you. Living for the first time with her children without her husband. In court documents, blah, blah, blah. I feel like, especially as a mom wearing so many different hats, I'm always in survival mode, Mowry said to People magazine while talking about her new related partnership with Lactate. I'm always making sure everybody's okay, everybody's alive, everybody's healthy, everybody's fed, and making sure everybody's fine, they have no holes in their socks, etc. For Mowry, it is an opportunity to expand herself, not just as a caretaker for others, but considering her needs. She said, for me, it's about learning how to be aware and present with myself and tapping in and making sure I'm taken care of. Because how can you take care of others if your cup isn't filled? Cannot pour from an empty cup. We say that all the time. Mm-hmm. But here's the tune, though. Here, tune. Your husband was supposed to cover you. And you can't tell us that in 20 years he didn't do that, because we would have married a man at all if that was the case.
And if he wasn't covering you, would have left sooner.
There we go. And you didn't talk about covering. You talk about, well, yeah, I want to do me. Ladies, as again, this is the title, this is a cautionary tale. Please you do not have, most of you on the sound of my voice here, I'm going to assume, do not have the money that Tia Mowry has. I don't know how your bank account stop. I could be very wrong, but I am going to assume that you do not have millions like she does. Please do not choose to struggle and then expect to be treated as a victim. She was under the covering of her husband and chose to break that to be a single mother. Now she is in survival mode. I don't know about y'all, but when I hear survival, yeah, this is all you thriving and doing well. You can let me know in the chat if that's how you feel when you hear that somebody in survival mode.
No, you're not thriving.
Because when somebody asks me, Marshall, you're doing this, boy, surviving. I know that I'm making it.
Yeah. Barely. I was just about to say barely.
I'm making it. Yeah, it don't sound like she's surviving to me. But this is what she chose for herself. And more importantly, to come back to Erica's point, no. She has decided to put her two small children, in this. This lover of family has decided to put her small children through the separation of their parents. And this is why we've got to villainize Tia. Because if F this shit, I'm out, and bounce, we would have villainized Corey, correct? So we can villainize she too. So I hope that she tells these children the truth when they get a little older. Tell them that she wants to be for the streets and don't disparage this man in front of his children. Yeah? Because she ain't talk about no abuse, she ain't talk about no mistreatment, she ain't talk about no cheating, she ain't talk about nothing so. She wanted to do her. And that's fine. That's fine. Ladies, if you want to do you, do you. If you want to be for the streets, be for the streets. You want to have the validation in the streets?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Even if you want to be treated like you for the streets.
Oh,
that's fine.
Wait. You looking at chat recently? You ain't looking at you. When's the last time? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but it's Tia Mowry said marriage was successful, but it ended because she had evolved. She spoke about divorce being a graduation or failure.
Yeah.
That success in a marriage is not about longevity, but if two people are happy together, the message is going to save some lives for real. So let me read that again. Tia Mowry said her marriage was successful, but it ended because she had evolved. She spoke about divorce being a graduation, not a failure. That success in a marriage is not about longevity, but if two people are happy together, that message is going to save some. Ladies and gentlemen, see this here? This is, Derek, they say we start junk. They say that we don't know what we're doing. They say that all sorts of things, right? But we covered this in taking advice from the right and wrong people. Picking saints from non-saints. And picking non-saints from saints. Now, this seems intelligent. And it is to some degree. It seems well constructed and thought out. Tia Mowry said her marriage was successful. Language matters. Her marriage was successful, but it ended because she had evolved. She spoke about divorce being a graduation, not a failure. That success in marriage is not about longevity, but two people being happy together. First things first, the marriage was successful, but she left it. And she's saying that the success in the marriage is not about longevity, but two people who are happy together. I don't know. They got a part in the vows, right? Sickness and health, richer or poorer, till death do us part. That's the longevity part. I ain't seen nothing about happiness and sadness. We ain't telling them to take bad treatment. No, Derek said it earlier. Nobody is saying to take bad treatment. It's not about bad treatment. But you can't say that you are unhappy because what? You're not allowed to do a busted challenge. You're unhappy because you checking to see if fools and socks. You checking if everybody all right, the husband all right, the children all right, and nobody ain't checking on you. Then maybe that's a conversation you should have with your husband. Do couples therapy.
Oh, Brad Neil, man. Thanks for that little segue. Thanks for the segue.
I got you covered, though. Right? We didn't rehearse it, but I got you covered, though.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that segue. Ladies, if you want to be for the streets, if you want to have the validation in the streets, if you want to be treated like you for the streets, have a discussion with your husband and give him the opportunity to work it out. Sorry, have an honest discussion, an open, honest conversation. My man Romel would tell you, we call it the
courageous conversations.
Courageous conversations. Have a courageous conversation with your husband and give him the opportunity to work it out. Those of you who have more sensitive ears, this next section may not be for you. Tell your husband that you want him to call you a slut. Tell him you want him to smack your ass. Tell him you want to be choked. Tell him you want him to hold you by the hair and for real. Tell him what you want. And I'm certain he will find a way to work it out for you because shoot, that's what men do. The problem solved. But ladies, please don't break up your home looking for that which does not exist. Yeah? If you want to be treated like you're for the streets, have a discussion with your husband and give him that opportunity. Yeah. Tell him what you want. Tell him what you need. You may be very surprised at the response you get. Please, ladies, do not break out your home looking for that which is fleeting at best and doesn't exist at worst. If you already have a good man, yeah, you already have a good man. Fellas, if you got a good woman, there's a place to you too. I can get to you in a minute. Ladies, if you already have a good man, he treating you good, you don't got no problems. There's no better waiting around the corner. There ain't a better.
That man chose you. That man impregnated you twice. That man
Bear the
chose
man
to
children.
that man got on his knees and anyhow, you go ahead, brother.
I can wrap up here now.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
James, if you have a good woman and you don't and won't do what you need to do to provide those 4 P's for her and treat her right, there's no better waiting around the corner for you either. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't beat and you certainly cannot cheat the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are indeed watching the Senate podcast. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We can get into it, Erica. Don't worry, we can get into it. I see you and I appreciate your commentary. And that's not being facetious or anything like that, because in some of the questions you have, that is what most people the question would have. Right? Questions and comments that you're making is exactly that. But I can get to your comments in a moment. They're valid. I want to be very careful.
Not really. That. And I can tell you what you know. This because men don't take feedback on sex so well. Because men just take feedback on sex so well. The sex ain't the problem. It can be the problem. When it's together 20 years, you married a man, got 2 children for the man. Sex can't be a problem. It can't be a problem.
You get in a lot of words.
Women ain't marrying no man that ain't hitting it right. Like, we keep it real.
That's number one.
Women ain't marrying no black man that ain't hitting it right. So we dismiss that one time.
No. I don't want to dismiss it. No, we can dismiss it.
Sorry, man.
She's implying. She said, cause men does take feedback so well. Are you assuming that that's sarcasm and being facetious?
Uh-huh.
I posit to anyone listening under the sound of my voice that no one takes criticism and feedback on sex well. No one. Zero. Call me a liar. You know, sweetheart, to be tell you the truth, the God is a -5.
It depends on how it's delivered.
No, Derek, no. I have had this conversation with women before.
If you and your partner have that conversation on that level, it can happen. I believe so firmly.
Brother mine. Under the same token that Erica is talking about, that men just take it so that he's implying that men don't take talking and feedback about sex so well. I can't tell you women don't take it well as either. I ain't care. There is no good way to say, yeah, you had in a good. There is no good way to say, yeah, that goo is trash. There's no good way to say it. I have had women ask me, it wet enough? And you got dipsy doodle that? You got dips. I ain't care what nobody tell me. If a woman lay down next to you and ask you, is my snatch wet enough? You, as a man that love this woman and want more snatch, you got to dipsy doodle that. Man, you can use a little more. I know, salute. I know you. I ain't sure. Maybe we should. I am promising you, no one, because this goes back. This again off of the tangent, right? But this goes back to the same thing. Men can't take a horn. It is universally understood. Men can't take a horn. Show me one woman that take a horn bell. Show me how women scratch up cars and women break up windows and women burst tires and women burn down house and all of this. Show me where women just take horns bell. Shoot. Don't even let me go to the extreme. A woman lie down in a house and eat ice cream whole day for 3 months. That's taking it well. You get horn. And all you're doing is crying in a bucket, eating chicken legs, or watching Christmas Hallmark movies. You taking it well? Because you ain't out there self-deleting yourself or drinking with your life, you taking it well by isolating yourself and eating poorly. No, we got, you see, my thing about it is that, anyhow, again, put a tangent. I can circle back to Erica, man. You say tracking me, man. Anyhow, the point I'm trying to make here, right, is that somehow, and I saw Rihanna make mention of it, but I think a lot of people ain't getting married for no sickness and health, richer or well. Nobody ain't getting married for the bad parts of the vows. Nobody ain't getting married for the longevity, unless that longevity is wrapped up in skipping 2 tulips while going to the yacht, or the yacht, as they're to say. Yeah, it's all fine and good when the man tickling you navel with the long stroking. The bank account got enough M's, right? The man doting behind you and calling you queen, right? The man anticipating your every whim and desire, and you don't have to lift a finger. That's happiness for women, right? But I am here to tell you, right, that marriage is gritty, grimy, day in, day out commitment. Day in and day out commitment. Then got days when the marriage can be going swimmingly. Shoot, it might be going so swimmingly, you may think everything all right, and that's when you take your eye off your road and end up in a ditch. You have to constantly maintain your marriage. Now, how this man talking about marriage and married yet, and another man talking about marriage and he divorced? Well, we learn from our mistakes, and we have observed successful relationships. You see, contrary to popular belief, we do have friends that are married. I have a ton of friends that are married, and I talk to them because one day I would like to be married. I have a successful relationship by societal standards. And what I have observed is that every day it is work. We brought on 2 Ramels, Ramel Miller, and we brought on Ramel Hall. We brought on Brett, that sings with Derek and G-Syndicate. We brought on some people that are married, present tense. And what did they all say? It is day in, day out, grimy, uncomfortable conversations. Sometimes you ain't getting sex. Sometimes you ain't gonna get the dishes washed as you want. Sometimes gas ain't get put in your car. Sometimes he ain't gonna be paying you attention. It is all of them things and more. People don't want to be married no more. I refuse to believe. Sorry. Let me reverse the thing. I can say women don't want to be married no more. Women would like a marriage. Sorry, women would like a wedding, but they don't want a marriage anymore. They don't. Because you see that sickness and health? See that richer or poorer? You see that till death do us part? The longevity part of it, the boy is sticking around for that. Because you got Tia Mowry, right? That I can assure you, if she was being, how's the best way, physically harmed, psychologically and mentally harmed, if she were, or her children were in danger, real danger, you ain't got no hair about Tia, and she's sorry. Shoot, they probably would have got a lifetime documentary at 30 for 30, not 30 for 30, but you know what I mean. They would got shows and things about that.
Surviving Corey Hardrick.
Surviving Corey Hardrick, right? And they'll be talking about how deviant the man is. If the man was horny, that'd be out there too. If the man was dallying, that'd be out there too. Tia would have done spill everything. The mere fact that you were seeing Tia talking about how one the man ain't pay for nothing, and that the marriage was success, she of her own mouth said it was successful, but she was not happy. And I always ask the right questions. What is happiness in your marriage? You married with 2 children, 12, and was the other one 8?
4.
Oh, 12 and 4. You got 2 children that are 12 and 4. You are married as a mother of 2 children. You don't have time to be happy. You are a father with 2 children. You don't have time to be happy. Make that money. Make sure the children happy, healthy, whole. I got a 6-year-old child. You think I'm happy every day? You think I'm happy every day?
Certainly not.
What's got me right there? You know what's blowing my mind? Individuals are not happy every day. Every day is a different day when it comes to our spectrum of moods as individuals, Dread. But yet still, we somehow want to believe that when we are married, that will somehow take away that humdrum or that sadness or anger. And you can all of a sudden be happy with this person. So really, is it a question that y'all are equating happiness to being with someone? You are seeking someone to validate your happiness and to validate you? Because y'all does word salad real good on social media saying that don't let nobody define your happiness and don't find happiness in anyone. Find happiness in yourself. Shoot, here to you tell it. Love yourself. Get back to you. Every day of your life you are happy, Tia Mowry. Ladies and gentlemen, descending, every day one is be happy, single. One is be happy. Anybody that's be happy every day, raise the hand in here. Don't tell the porkies. Tell the truth. If you're happy every day, kudos to you. Maybe you should go and find somebody that's also happy every day and get married. But you cannot expect to get married and have 2 children and you upset because that man no pay bills. You is who married the man though. You think it's no Corey Hart. Corey, you know the amazing thing about what Corey Hardrick does and Tia Mowry does? They're actors. So the proof is in the pudding. Everybody know when he got money. Everybody know when you got money. Based on the gigs and the jobs you have. So, after 20 years of marriage or whatever, however long when it was together or whatever, you realize that the man don't pay bills? You understand that he's a deadbeat? When you meet the man, he was hype on the hog. He was a protagonist in some procedural drama. I was making that money. Which is worse, because if the man was high on the hog and then fall for fame and grace and money, and you left the man because you won't pay a bill, that worse still. So make up your mind and make sure it decide. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, particularly the women, I want y'all to get this notion out of your head that marrying a man and having children for that man is going to be wrapped up in a fairy tale forever after. Because life does kick sweep you fast. Life does happen and it don't got nothing to do with you or the husband. Who's the other person? Giselle Bündchen. Giselle Bündchen is married to Tom Brady. It doesn't matter who Tom Brady is. She's married to a successful man. She herself having success. She was a supermodel. She gave it the supermodel life or decided to quote unquote ruin her body. She didn't say, but I just paraphrasing that, women risk their life, body, and limb, looks, and everything to have children. She had 2 of Tom Brady's children. Tom Brady decided to come out of retirement. No, I ain't saying Tom Brady right or wrong for doing that. That's a different conversation for another time. But Giselle, you left because you were unhappy because Tom wasn't home to take care of your children. Y'all make a deal. He brought that deal. You going off yourself. And you going behind a taekwondo instructor, a judo man.
Jiu-jitsu.
It matters not. You going behind a man that nobody knows. Anybody remember what the man name is for your article? I'll wait.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Then read it.
Good. Tom Brady ain't abuse you. Tom Brady did not skimp on you. He did not hurt your children. He did not do anything reprehensible other than come out of retirement and break a deal to go and play football.
Giselle Vets say mom at work.
Giselle Vets say mom at work.
Some people like they men who got their problems.
When we first started podcast, what is it? What is it when we started?
A job.
A mom with a job. She got a mom with a job and she vets. I'm being facetious, but the point remains is that you crack up your family. Then a body, you ain't gonna find another Tom Brady. Let me get out of your mind. Tom Brady, greatest quarterback all time. Man is an attractive man. Man 6'4". Man got blue eyes, chiseled jawline. The man rich. Shoot, they got several jobs lined up for your mom when he ever decided to retire. If he ever retires.
So you're selling him home. That's the part.
So what I don't understand is you expect the man to do what? You expect the man to retire from work and spend the rest of your life with you and the children. All right, fine. He brought that covenant. That's no problem. Is that enough, grounds enough to break up a whole relationship? Oh, but Neil, there may be more proof and he put in other things maybe out there. All right, we'll wait. We can wait to see if hands were thrown. We can wait to see if, horns were pelted. We can see. We are going to see, ladies and gentlemen, because when you are famous in this life, shoot, you ain't gonna be famous in this life for your information to come up when you do bad. I promise you, if me and Derek were 2 reprehensible individuals when it comes to relationships, and we was out here horning the women we had, and we put our hands on the women we had, and we was doing all of these things, guaranteed it'd be in the public. Shoot, we even got the podcast for it to happen. We be on Front Street, on Twitter, on Facebook, on social media. So I am sorry if you feel unhappy that you have responsibilities of family. You get no sympathy from me. Because Tom Brady, Corey Hardrick, all of them men got put up with it too. Tom Brady decided to go to work. But by all accounts, the man might be providing for your children. Right? Because he ain't there and then wiping noses and wiping tail and reading bedtime stories. Right? You vex. So, Erica, timely. In the past, women stayed in unhappy marriages because they were financially dependent on the man. Times have changed. It therefore takes a lot more work. That is the best thing you could have said in this moment. I love that statement. You know why? Because you're right. It takes more work. But city numbers, city stories, who don't want to do the work no more?
Oh, boy.
Women can earn. Giselle can certainly earn. Tia Mowry can certainly earn. That's not the issue. But they're unhappy. Times have changed. They don't want to do the work anymore. So I ask you, you talk about why should you say women want to stay in unhappy marriages? Why would you want to stay in an unhappy marriage? Because you don't want to do the work. And I am sorry. I am very sorry, right? I see another comment here for Erica. Borrowing Maslow's hierarchy of needs, economic needs met, higher needs take precedence. Right? Right. So you need to feel safe, secure. You need all those things. Well, I'll tell you what, right? Don't listen to us. Find a man that has a certain level of success. Find a man that has a certain level of financial fortune. Find a man that is successful in his world. Shoot, find a man that could pay bills. Find a man that could carry you on a trip. Marry that man, have his children, and tell me if you can be happy every day. You know, it is funny. I had a conversation with a man today. I had a conversation with this man. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I do not go walking about with a sign saying I have a podcast on my face. I just fall into conversations. This gentleman told me that he lived overseas and he had a profession that caused him to be in the public eye a lot, around a lot of beautiful women. And a lot of women got with him because of the perks of his job. They got to go in exclusive restaurants. They got to go in exclusive clubs. They got to meet and greet certain celebrities and stuff like that. But when they got together and they got closer and closer and it came to moving in and that sort of thing, no, the woman want the man to start home. Spend more time with me. So you want the man to give it the livelihood that attracted you in the first place and that you benefited from. You want him to leave that lifestyle, but then you to come around some years later to talk about how you always home. I wish we don't go like we used to. You don't spend money like me. We don't meet celebrities. We boring now. Please understand what men are seeing. We are seeing an equation that doesn't make sense. You are trying to divide by zero. What do you want? Do you want a man to work, provide, also be cognizant of your needs, anticipate your wants and desires?
Yep.
The answer is yes. 2 questions for you then. You want that to be constant. You can provide that for your man? If so, how?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because it's all about what women want. And that's fine. What women want. Nobody care about the men. And that's why we have this space. Because nobody right now, no Mike saying a Corey Hardrick face, you know. Nobody answer Corey Hardrick side of the story, you know. Nobody even checking about Corey Hardrick. She's the mother of the 2 children, see? She is the one that's seeking her peace now, and her happiness is her time. Motherfuck Corey Hardrick to the society. Pardon my French. Nobody checking for Corey Hardrick now. Nobody checking for Tom Brady and see how he feeling. Shoot, Tom Brady look like he lost so much weight. Playing a bunch of junk this season. Nobody start and say, well, Tom, how you dealing with this thing here?
A different man.
No, nobody checking for Tom. Nobody ain't seeing Tom prancing about with some woman on the side of the field.
And in Tom's case, people still want the production. Tampa Bay fans care nothing about what's going on with here in Giselle.
The man
Don't
gets
let
a
these people
cha.
stop pelting with this ball.
Stop pelting, start giving me ball. So you know what? We still have to perform.
Juice.
Nobody cares about Tom Brady. Nobody cares about Corey Hardrick. Nobody cares about Will Smith. Nobody cares about Tyrese. Nobody cares about Kanye. Nobody cares about none of these men. They're butts of jokes. We laugh at them. It's all about Jada. It's all about Tia. It's all about Kim Kardashian. It's all about all of them. What they went through and their struggles. And that's why we have this space. Because one, men start talking here. Man, when a belly hurt him for the night on a curl in the fetal position crying, or keep that inside, talk. Well, the reason, Tia left me and this is how he feel. This is how it feels. This is what I care about. This is what it is. You know? But that the boy wants to see the man crying and talking about how he get left. See, then
Devon Franklin crying the
yeah,
Rosie.
no, but I want that Tyrese cry the Rosie too.
Yeah, Tyrese is crazy and Devon Franklin was sexually ambiguous.
Right. So this is where I am right now, right? You want to do what you want to leave and break up your marriage, you get in a marriage to have a family. And this is the thing, you know. We just want the marriage. We just get the marriage. And in the moment, we just be like, yeah, I take anything that come. Anything that come, we can face it together, babe. Call Blair, tell me what broke up. Anybody, shoot, you see Erica, point to me what broke up. Why is she unhappy? Why is she unhappy? I want you to write a paragraph and hit enter and tell me why Tia Mowry, based on all of the information you know. Why is Tia Mowry unhappy? Why Tia Mowry left?
You must say marriage was successful.
I want here, don't no prompting for the audience.
That's the hard
gallery.
part.
You want to see marriage successful, dog? And that success, a successful marriage says not longevity, but two people being happy together. So it was successful and they was happy together, but will she evolve? She become a Charizard or whatever it's called it for Pokemon. I don't know Pokemon, but she become a Mewtwo.
I see this here the thing because Erica says she borrowed from Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Economic needs met, higher needs take precedence, as you would have read. Really and truly is those food, water, shelter, them kind of things first. But then Rihanna makes the point self-actualization. You can only find that in yourself. It's self, as much as Cat Williams said, it is self-esteem. Yeah. Because you got to find that in yourself, not in a man. So you got to grow through that process. You got to grow and mature to be self-actualized. Right?
This is fascinating stuff to me. It's like there is always talk about the psychology of this thing, right? It is fascinating stuff to me that people get married, all of a sudden people change, people can become different, and people ain't happy. When you talk about how to change and how to end, when you really ask the why, people start to stutter and start beatboxing.
It's just boredom. That's really all it is, though.
And you know boredom. What? You know what's another word for boredom? Stability.
Yeah,
there is boredom in routine. You want to get fly out? You want little drama? What you want? What you want? Was the man not a father to Tia Mowry's two children? Was Tom Brady coming home and pushing on your kids and saying, "Look, just go for Romeo. I lost again tonight." Like, were these men really absentee fathers and husbands? Before you answer, I know someone might come and say, "But I don't know." You really don't know what the facts are. We live in 2022. If that was facts, right? We know provide an hour and 15 minutes of Tia Mowry talking all about she face on every platform that got up on social media. Fine, and tell me where she said that Corey Hardrick is a bad husband, a bad father, a bad provider, a bad partner. Show me them things. Bad lover.
She said none of those things.
Show me the evidence. Oh, she may not want to put all of that out in the public. She may want to keep certain things to protect all of the business out in the road. She want to protect. She all of a sudden she confidential. But we know for sure that he don't like paying bills. We know for sure she was unhappy. They grew apart. You know all these things. See, that's the problem with living on social media. See? When you put out your business, you can't now come back and talk about how one
you
trying
want
to
privacy?
protect. You're trying to protect privacy. It don't work so. You can't come and put out business and then talk about you don't want to get into details because of privacy. Yeah? You're confusing the people because you bringing information to me. You putting yourself out there and talking. So you can't give me half the story, expect me to be on your side, and then be like, oh, well, I'm trying to protect. You trying to protect Corey Hardrick from what? From whom? The cancel police? What they can cancel you for? In 2022, if you're a victim, talk. You're encouraged.
Here's the thing, though, Neil. People are going to say, hey, she's a single mother out here, so, making it work for her kids and blah, blah, blah. This is the situation you chose. I saw somebody comment section say that the children are going to end up being dysfunctional. That's a higher probability of that now because we know. One parent household, two parent household best. We know this.
Oh, but Derek, we are two products of single parent household. That means that we are dysfunctional. Yes.
we got problems with anybody else.
If you was expecting me to say a different answer, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
I would have benefited with my father in my house. My brother said the same thing, would have benefited with his father in his house. And I'm sure Derek and his brother would say the same thing. You can only, unless your father is abusive, there's no reason why you won't benefit as a man with your father in your house or a woman with your father or your mother in your house together. You want to really hear telling me?
Erica says real relationships can get in the way of self-actualization, but that's a problem.
Hold on.
She is self-love mode. She don't believe she made a decision lightly. She made it very lightly. Because the fact of the matter remains, there are more things to consider. Let me be real. Do we think that Corey Hardrick is unconcerned with her and the children? You think that he just out here doing everything for himself? You got more things to consider. You know what I mean? And they'll say, if he had done it, we want to kill he. We didn't get all this equivocation here and he no go into self-love mode. If a man left you, the boy ain't gonna talk about self-love mode. We can hear you deadbeat and you abandon your family.
Yo. I'll say this, Erica. Relationships getting in the way of your self-actualization is a problem. Your self-actualization is yours. You should let nothing come in the way of that, even a relationship. And if a relationship is coming in the way of that, then don't get in a relationship. Don't have children. Work on your self-actualization first. No, you may say you may have worked on your self-actualization and you got married because you thought you had it under control, but, children, life, and all of that there. Well, one, that is what marriage is, and that's what life is. You adapt. And two, you are responsible for your self-actualization. Your husband does not have to pay for your self-actualization. Your wife doesn't have to pay for your self-actualization because you ain't got your shit together or because you lost. You ain't know it's self-love mode because you stopped loving yourself to take care of children and a husband. Because as Derek said, right? If he was to read this, that Corey Hardrick said he getting in self-love mode. He getting back in streets. He want to do a speedo challenge, right? He want, I don't know, but he's telling he leaving his family. He is getting a divorce. He's seeking the divorce because he wants to get back to him. And he wants to feel in love with himself. That is bullshit. Because just tell we man up, right? Just tell we man up. Love yourself and take care of your family, though. So we used to man up, but we ain't to do nothing. We want us to decide, this ain't working with me, yo. There is a disconnect, Erica. I'm sorry to say there is a disconnect. Because if you can tell me that you get married and have 2 children and the self-actualization you have within yourself was second place to your marriage and your children and your happiness, right? And you decide, I can cut out this marriage. 20 years, that's enough. Children, got to deal with co-parenting. Right. No, she didn't make the decision lightly. No, of course she didn't make, she didn't wake up one morning and say, don't let you look at you way down with this here. No. I am sure.
Is it sure?
Hold on, Derek. I can assure you, she thought and thought about it. She may have thought about it and found ghosts in closets to justify her reasons to do it. That's speculation. The point remains is no, she did not wake up one day and sign for a divorce. However, the reason she have for the divorce to me, you think if men, and that's why we want men to talk more, Dread, especially married men. I want men to say, listen, I don't know a moment's peace. I gotta be paying bills in the house. I gotta deal with making sure my woman good, my children good, everything like that. I just want to come home and drink a beer and watch a football game. That's all they want. I know a man. Shoot, I know a man that has been married for nearly 50 years. Every evening, that man is go on the patio, that man is breeze out. Every evening. Sometimes the wife joins him, sometimes she does not. But you see that time, it is understood that he's go on the patio and he's breeze out. And that man has done that for God knows how long. That all that man want? You think that man concerned about happy? You sure if you talk to that man and say, you've been married 50 years, quantify that in happiness. The man's he's gonna come with a definition of happy. You see, and this is the thing, right? I wish we had a time machine. Because what you may see as unhappiness now, if you stick it out and you stay the course, you're gonna look back at it with rose-tinted glasses. You can be like, it really isn't bad, you know.
She is going to do that. Believe you me, she is going to do that.
So, I am sorry, Erica. There are times where you gotta stick up for women and you gotta talk about unhappiness in marriage, which is, to me, I am never gonna dismiss true unhappiness in marriage. Where you man ain't pay you no mind, he ain't taking care of children, he may be putting hands on you, he may be seeing other women, he might be disrespecting you, house and home and efforts, and cursing you. I ain't talking about them things. That, of course, the boy ain't to stick around for that marriage. And that's what, that's disingenuous about y'all too, Erica. When it's come to the extremes, you expect the woman to stay in an unhappy marriage. Because when you think about unhappy marriage, right, that you going to it on.
Mm-hmm.
You're going straight to emotional and physical and sexual abuse. You're going to reprehensible behavior that is so clear-cut that, of course, you would leave. But we get that. See, Erica, no. And Neil, the good wife, gives the man the space to breathe out and watch football, etc. Sounds like Tia wasn't getting that space. It sounds like. Where's the evidence? Sounds like Tia wasn't getting that space. And if she wasn't getting that space, Erica, is that really his fault? Because as I said, the man goes on the patio, he don't ask his wife permission to go on the patio. That man just go on the patio. So if Tia has said to her husband, here, children, right? These big head children are yours. I need a 2-hour break. Get the spa, get the movies, do whatever. I need these 2 hours. Corey Hardrick, it would have come out of Corey Hardrick said, nah, you can't do that. And don't come and bring the busted challenge as her space.
But here's the thing, no, Neil. Because she said, no, she has to take on all the responsibilities so that she's a single mother. Which suggests that prior to her split from her husband, she did not have to take on all the responsibilities. So the duties were shared. She was covered. Yeah. She was covered. But I appreciate your efforts to Dipsy Doodle, Erica.
I appreciate it because
it's awesome.
Sounds like Tia was not getting that space, is what you said. If she wasn't getting space, it goes back to what you said. The relationship getting in the way of self-actualization. Because she wasn't afforded that space. How are you going to know you want space if you don't tell me you want space? And if you come to me and tell me you want space, and I say, nah, you can't have the space. Nah. Come on, do something here. Come. I just told you that a husband, he does not tell his wife he's going on the patio. He might just go. He might just go on the patio. And the wife know after all of these years, you looking for your husband, you put patio. So, there ain't nothing wrong with Tia saying here, tune, right? I need a break. I need to, spend time. And what's the hurtful thing about it, though, Erica, now that I think about it, because I don't know if you saw the show we did before where we talked about Tia Mowry. But it was February this year, May this year, June this year, that then was cruising and in Italy
June,
or
July.
I'm talking about this is my partner, my ride or die, and all of the dipsy do the language.
Day once.
That was June.
July.
Sorry, July. Here the other day. If you saw those tweets and you saw those Instagram posts, that's something she get, like she got mad, she unhappy and she ain't got space. Means one or two things. A lie happening somewhere, either in the post that she was posting in July or the post she posting now. She ain't giving you the whole story. So don't make it seem like Tia, they're saying, don't say, oh, geez, on there would like some help. Oh, geez, on bread and want bread. Oh, geez, on bread and want my space. And Corey over there saying, yeah, you should ask your mouth, man. White noses are there first.
Neil. She is still, commenting on stuff. She posted something, he commented on it. Because my man still trying to get back in there.
Yeah.
The man posted the heart or something like that on it, and she responded and dropped a heart too. You're forgetting this man, though. The man alone.
Listen, I personally think, I got unpopular opinion, and I can say my unpopular opinion is that we've always thought 70-80% of marriages goes up as high as 90% of marriages, depending on college degrees, end up in divorce initiated by women. Right? More in the black community. But anyhow, point remains, I feel that most of that, dare I say 80-something to 90% of that, are women that just bored or just feel as though their emotional needs are not being met or they've evolved. Ain't got nothing to do with the man putting hands on them or true unhappy relationships that some women go through. I think all it is, we fall in a routine. I can't do what they say anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No, you may have tried to talk the man hard. You may have tried to talk the man soft. You may have tried to talk the man direct. And the man ain't changing. But that's a different story. The point remains is that when you look at it, I need to find data on that. Because a lot of people seem to think that unhappy marriages are equivalent to abuse. When we did the research, the majority of marriages that end in abuse are not even in the top 3. The top 3 reasons that divorce happens is either drugs, finances, or falling out of love, or the same thing that happened in here. When you see the reasons why, like when it comes to abuse, that's like 4/5, and that's less than 20%. Yeah. So to me, the way I see it is that women are initiating divorce because they are unhappy with struggling. And when I use that term loosely, with struggle, or really when you look at it, they ain't struggling. Look, Tia Mowry struggling.
Right? Struggling.
Right? Tia was selling happy wife and happy marriage as part of her image. Now it's working against her. Well, that's her business. That is her business. You got, to me,
you see, this thing don't make no sense. Because you out of your own mouth can say, hey, my marriage is successful. That is why I'm destroying it. That don't make sense. That makes no.
That I am choosing to walk away from it. Because you are unhappy. It is boredom or realizing that they shouldn't be married or they choose the wrong partner.
It's boredom. It's boredom because again, you come through all them years, you together and everything. It can't be you can't realize after 20 years that you choose the wrong partner.
You mean I had one child with the man?
Yeah,
I had 2 children, man, and that's 12 and 4, So it's 12, 8 years, and then 4. And all in them times, today in 2022, you realize you choose the wrong man. Yeah? So then what's the right man for you, Tia? Oh, sorry, you evolve. So you at 20 is now the one saying different than you at 22. But if at 42, now if at 20 you wanted something, you were a different person, you have now evolved, and why get married in the first place if you was just gonna evolve and chat with the marriage? Because you've evolved, you now have transcended the bounds of the marital situation that you were in with Corey Hardrick. So now, just through the marriage, the vows that you would have taken how many ever years ago, it matters not.
Christian woman, by the way.
But that ain't got nothing to do with evolution. So we got a man divorce. Sickness, health, death do us part, richer or poor, and evolution. Personal growth, self-actualization.
Remember, Jerome says, moral of the story, worry about yourself, kings. You will try to tough it up for the kids and save the marriage. But the second things we get a bit difficult, modern women bounce.
All right, good. Watch
Erica
my girl.
is saying,
Read
so
it.
Neil, would you stay in a relationship where emotional needs are not being met? That is not the discussion here tonight, Erica. The woman has said her marriage was successful.
Hold on. No.
Said that.
The woman that didn't address you there, she should address me now.
Sorry.
Right? No, I thank you. That I agree with all of that, right? Would I stay in a relationship where my emotional needs are met? But financially they are met, sexually they are met, support-wise they are being met. She's a good mother to my children. We do well in the relationship. She's fulfilling everything else. But my emotional needs are not being met. Yes, I would stay. You know why? Because I would be trading emotional needs being met versus whatever randomness out there that has been met before. We talking about the mother. Hold on. We talking about the mother of your child. I have stayed in a relationship where my emotional needs were not being met. Why? Because I loved the person. I still love the person. Mother of my child. I stayed. But she broke it off, not me. And so, Erica, I am sorry to tell you, right? Emotional needs to break a relationship. And don't just leave it as a relationship now. You talking marriage. Something that the government recognizes. You're willing to break all of that because your emotional needs are not being met. Everything else good. Mother's lady pipe, mother's take care of the children, mother's a good father, good provider. You want to see mother pick up sand for an off your roof, he's gonna do it. You want to see mother cut your grass, he's cut it. Man don't ill treat you, the man don't treat you bad, whatever, the man appreciates you and everything. But your emotional needs are not being met. So you decide to throw the baby in the bath water and done the relationship. Because your emotional needs are not being met. Is his emotional needs being met, Erica? Have you ever stayed? Would you want a man to stay with you if his emotional needs are not being met, but you're doing every other thing for him? What grounds would you take a man leaving you, Erica? What you married to a man? In what form or fashion would you allow him to divorce you, that you would tolerate him? What situation you would feel comfortable with a man divorce you? Your husband and father of your children comes to you and say, my emotional needs are not being met. Here are divorce papers. You cool with that?
But they got movies with that in there. It's a big thing. The man come home and say, look, we start dealing with this here. And the women like that up. That man was a dog for doing that.
Hold on. House, car, everything closed, everything burned, though.
Started. Yeah.
So, Erica, I'm sorry, right? But a lot of things come from placing victimhood on women, where there is no victimhood that needs to be placed. Emotional needs being met is not grounds for breaking up an entire marriage only. I am sorry to say. Because you would not want your husband and father of your children to divorce you because his emotional needs are being met. You would say,
or physical needs.
We would make this work. If he was not meeting your physical needs, you would say, babe, we will make this work. You see, you see, people, we talk about the side of women, right? But I'm awkward, hard to try and get by his wife.
All no.
Right? Kanye West was trying to get back Kim Kardashian. The boy named the Franklin trying to get back Megan Good. These men trying to make it work.
Shoot, Tyrese got back the AG check that he had here the other day.
Trying to make it work. The boy don't talk about them things that the men trying, willing. Nah, freak down my emotional needs and be a man. Yo.
Shoot, Tom Brady trying to get back Giselle.
And what is there? How the thing about it is, right? You can make anything sound reprehensible, because I can say that how selfish are women that they are leaving marriages for nothing other than emotional needs not being met. But can a man leave his wife because his physical needs are being met? He could walk out on his family. Shoot, men is gonna have extra families. Men is gonna have other women, but don't break up their family. Them sexual needs don't be met at home. This gonna get extra woman that don't divorce them woman. Women vex. So you would rather bracket the whole thing. A man's come home and say here tune. You know, like in the picture with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor, man, with Sunshine. We met Harlem Nights. When my man had piece of sunshine. And Sunshine at the bar from mom picking the phone. Yeah, Bobby, put your butter on your phone, man. Yeah, Dolores, here tune. I can't hold no more. Yeah, I hang up. So I am sorry, right, that we men are being painted as villains for either leaving a marriage for physical needs or stepping out on a marriage for physical needs. We are villains for doing that. But it's all right when your emotional needs are not being met. You can left a marriage. You're unhappy. When a man unhappy and he decide, yeah, you just ain't stirring my coffee no more. When a man decide he done it with a marriage to get a woman that fulfills his sexual needs and desires. Shoot, women just get vexed when men just leave marriages because they looking for somebody young and tight and right. Got he put on a little bit, he left in me, this and that next. Up in arms. But no, your emotional needs are not being met. So you left. Because physical is shallow, right? They ain't got no words for emotion. Emotionals are subjective. That's why I tell you the whole thing is wrapped around the dipsy doodle of the unquantifiable. You can't quantify emotion. Who are you to tell me my feelings and emotions are invalid? I could tell you when you fat shaming me, though. I could tell, and also consider that the fat shaming and the body shaming and the body negativity is only applied to men. You understand? Men can't tell women nothing, right?
So my bro here saying, early when you're vetting a relationship, then obviously you decide if needs are met and if it's worth going further. But once you've made that choice, go ahead with marriage, then you stay and work things out. Yeah, it's about the commitment to the unit. It was sort of a friend of mine on Sunday night, and he said, you know, it's about he and his partner, they're committed to the unit. You know, it's not a case where it's like, we just jump ship here at the first kind of thing. And you know, reality, I don't know for certain, but I feel like a lot of men don't get their emotional needs met. I know Erica is saying, so stay married,
please,
but cheat.
Please, let me no, there, please. Don't ask for much.
Wait, man.
Erica, we've sat on here for the last almost 2 hours. We have been doing this for quite some time. You've watched a couple of our live streams. You know us on a certain level, right? You really get from all of what I just said, and all that Derek just said, and all the podcasts we do, is to stay married but cheat. That's what you get. Stay married and cheat. You ain't hear the part about courageous conversations. You ain't hear the part about working with your partner and saying, here, tune, you're not making my physical needs. Shoot, you even came earlier in the podcast to say that men don't receive feedback well, and we went into a whole talk about how nobody receives sexual feedback well. So now, when a man's physical needs are met, and after all of what we just said, you can come be disingenuous and say that so stay married but cheat, insinuating that we are saying, men, if you are unhappy and your physical needs are not being met, stay in a relationship, we're going to cheat. Go through all of the podcasts that we have said. Go through all of the information that we have talked. Shoot, even in your mind, Erica, go through all of the conversations and the things you know about us. And see if we would ever say something like that, or have we ever said anything like that? No, Erica, you can't come and say that we saying that we implying to so stay married but cheat. I ain't letting that one fly. That is not, you have not seen, heard, or anything that we've implied that. We say have courageous conversations, talk with your partner, good, bad, and indifferent. You understand? We saying that if you talk with your partner and your partner is not willing to change or to listen to you, or even dismisses you and you are still unhappy and you still feel as though you are close to cheating or having to go and self-actualize and leave. That's what we have never said. That we are saying that be cautious and be careful with how you break up your marriage, and truly study the reasons you are choosing to break up your marriage. Because watch, they got a lot of men sexual needs ain't met in marriage, you know, but it's still there and never cheat. You know why? Because they love the person. Shoot, forget love. Duty, honor, and respect. You think every man in a marriage getting sexual needs met? And if they're not having them met, that they're cheating and running about wild? That's what you really believe out here? The men out there, some men out there, and Rihanna just said, emotional, physical needs ain't met. Shoot, I know a man that I see today. Not today, yesterday. I see man, I see yesterday man phone. He said, we're getting our brother, man, so we're good thing. We catching up, you know, in the car park. This is so how things at home, man. Boy, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to bounce. I'm ready to leave. But just can't be like just ain't happy. I just feel like every time I go home is a battlefield. I do not feel happy and safe at home. I don't feel emotionally, physically, and like with this partner to leave. But my man's still there. You know, you could call it cowardice that the man won't break it home and tell you when I hear tune them, but they say this ain't worry me. Or you may say the man has duty, honor, respect, and love. The point remains is that man's still there. You can tell me that I'm stepping out and cheating? So I am sorry. I am not saying, and I'm going to be very clear for anybody listening so it's not misconstrued. I am not saying to stay married but cheat. I am saying that you have a partner. When I like to throw on that word, from the first episode they say partner is bear John. I don't agree with that partner thing. 50-50 and all that. They don't agree with that. That business acumen and thought that you bring about the relationships. That's
they don't want that though.
They don't, but that's hogwash, right? So, in my opinion, when you are with a man or you are with a woman, you decide to get with that person and make that person your life partner and marry. That is your person. When it's get on my grades, and I don't even talk about my person and decide soulmate and all this, and when I feel like the soulmate, any man want to marry and all sorts of things. But anyhow, you decided to accept a man's proposal. You decided to have this man's children. I am sorry if your emotional needs are not met in this moment. I am sorry if you have chosen to speak to your partner and he has said and done nothing, and you are forced with making the tough decision of breaking up your relationship. I am sorry. Men, to that end, I could be facetious and I could be dangerous too, Erica. Call here, tune, watch what's going on now. So basically, by your thing, emotional needs not being met, right? Let me put it to the equivalent of men. Your physical needs ain't being met. So bracket marriage. Don't talk with the woman, don't do nothing. You come home and your woman has not had sex with you in 2 months. You got 2 children, bills, mortgage, and everything in one name. Right? When I got a whole family and life merge. Bracket your marriage cause you don't get a little poon thing or go when the week come. Bracket your marriage. Tell the woman here too, when I done here's the papers, I packing up my stuff and gone. Right? We gotta fight for the custody of children in the courts.
That man's a dog. Remember my bro here saying you don't hear about Maslow hierarchy and needs when it comes to men's physical need.
That is what he's saying. Victimhood is currency. And women love to milk the victimhood card. But men are victims too. Men out there suffering and struggling too. I'm sorry to tell you, Erica, but some men not getting the emotional, physical, financial, all the other things that for the partner they getting it. They're still there. What does she do? Divorce? Bracket the family and everything like that? You tell me. So no, Erica, it's not black and white. Sorry, Derek, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, it's one of these interesting conversations.
Derek, you there? There, you're breaking up a little bit, brother.
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah, you might go up, start from top.
Yeah, this goes back to what was said earlier in the show, right? But when the girl code kicking, right? And as our phone brother on the street said, this is the problem. You got the good girls and the slurs and everybody singing from the same hymn sheet. So you don't know who's who. Because if we can't hold Tia accountable for destroying a marriage, as a Christian woman again, by the way, destroying a marriage that, as she said, Not me, this but she said successful marriage. Yeah. If we can't say that, yeah, this is on her, we got a problem. Folks, this is 948 in Barbados and the West Eastern Caribbean.
I want to make a quick point. You know, I just realized the start speak about partnership of 50-50. And you bring half and they put the other half, right? There's one talk with them things, right? But when is divorce, who fault it is?
Yeah, it's my fault. And they would have said this, I think, on the same sister show. I think it was you know, sometimes women is best in relationships. It happens. I see here saying,
yeah,
you know, all partners need to remember that there will always be different seasons in life. The highs come and go. And when kids are in the picture, the kids' well-being ought to be the greatest priority.
Oh my God, yeah. Annie, I've never met you, right? But that's exactly like when you get together with your partner. Listen, when I get in the car, when I get in the relationship at the beginning, I want to pull up and beside the road ripping off one of the clothes, right? And every night is I love you, you put down first. No, you put down first. No, you put down first. And it's heart emojis and it's roses every other day and it's random God when you feel like, right? Then the children. Then a responsibility other than ensuring that the physical and emotional needs are met. There's nothing other than that. There's no other priority but each other. When you have children, especially children that are born and grow, responsibility and priorities on them. Okay, you don't want to kill each other. You don't want each other to just drop down dead. You don't want each other malnourished or get turned duncy and wayward. You got to pour into them children. And then, you know what happens? One day, those children will grow up, go to college, or move out. Become independent of you and your partner. Then you have moved into another. Both of you should have evolved to know, rekindle your romance in whatever phase of life or growth that y'all have done through that. I said, we get through them children, boy, Lord of mercy. But no. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking, Derek. But no, when I get stuck up on the children part, I want to know how we tired of taking care of children and worrying about this child grades and worry about this child vomiting and this and that and next and thing. And why you be sitting in love? All of a sudden you change.
I can't pause.
Your emotional needs not being met. Can you imagine? This woman just said that she pouring into everybody. She pouring into her children, making sure socks in and got holes and all sorts of things. She pouring into everybody, but ain't pouring into herself. So she break up with the husband because you can't let your children know. You can't buy any children. So you decided down with the man. Got the children now at a disadvantage. Now in separate households with the mother and father. Because she
always want to be a son husband.
You ain't got your stomach enough. Yes, I can shame. You ain't got your stomach enough to get 3 children face. Find better then. And here's the thing.
Man. Self-love.
And here's the thing. I want those of you. Here's some homework. I want you to go around your communities. I want you to go online. I want you to go and I want you to take a poll of all of the people in your life that have filed for divorce, men and women. And I want you to see when they got back together with somebody or they remarry or whatever, if they have been in a better situation, the same situation, or worse. I want you to tally those people. I want you to tally all of the information you find. And I want you to do a report and say, when a man and a woman divorce, bracket children and everything, and a man or a woman remarry, if they're in a better place or not. I want you to take a snapshot of all of those people. You think that you just get a divorce, especially as a woman, you just get a divorce at 42 with 2 children, and you're going to find better than a man that was in the trenches with you? Use Giselle Bundchen. Any man on the planet, me and Derek included, if she call me phone, no. If she say, right now, I'm looking for 2 Bajan men, or looking for a Bajan man to get some action, I put it on this live stream and I go on.
Hey, we're going to cut me a check.
Well, that's implicit, but the point remains. Yeah, that's implicit. But to me, if you think that it got better today for Giselle than Tom Brady, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Because everybody looking at Giselle, everybody looking at Tia, everybody looking at all of these women that deciding to end their marriages because of their truth. the red table and all this here, right? The boy looking at Jay-Z and Beyonce that had a whole scandal and thing. I want to hear people defend Jay-Z and Beyonce. Why Beyonce still with Jay-Z and she get horn? Or because what, the money? Because she ain't gonna find a man better than Beyonce than Jay-Z? Exactly. It makes no sense. Women say they want job, financial security, they want money, they want everything. Right? Yes, Thomas Patrick Edward Brady Jr. Thank you very much, Kevin. Right? You want stability in your life in all of the leaves at the same time. Sorry, not even at the same time, but when you want it. Some could be constant, some could dipsy-doodle when you're ready. We had a woman on this, we show a woman on this show. Woman said she, Mr. Lucas, she done with Mr. Lucas. She got the Mr. Lucas in divorce court. Why? But when she asked the man that when she said, baby, I'm hungry at 2 o'clock in the morning, must get a met grits and eggs and ham and all sorts of things. She pawned it, she vexed the man's cut for she. We got another woman that vexed that she must met pancakes when morning come. You making pancakes and grits and eggs and ham and French toast and all this. I just want a cup of coffee and you to less noise in here. So not only does a man have to provide for you, but he has to anticipate your desires and needs when you want them met. When you want them met. Do you reciprocate that for your man? I can hear no man ain't worthy, right? That you gotta wait for the man to prove for you to open up your femininity. At some point, we gotta realize foolishness is fuckery here. Wanna want the world, but willing to get 2 nickels. What a want
just don't work like that.
You want to give up the world. You want to gamble and roll. Giselle Buncher want to roll the dice at 40. Whoever she is with 2 children, roll the dice and see what she can get out there. Or she can get a lot of handsome men. She can get a lot of successful men. She may even get married again. Look at Jennifer Lopez. Look at Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez have had some of the most successful men in entertainment and sports.
4 rings at already.
That woman married Mark Anthony. That man that she did with Ben Affleck. Batman. Man won an Oscar 27. Yeah? Alex Rodriguez. Sean P. Diddy Combs. She was involved with all of the high successful men. And she backed no circle in the barrel with Ben Affleck.
Done.
And J-Lo shot in. Brother man. J-Lo is 50. How much? And shot in.
50.
And she ain't married and settled down and find success in a relationship. But J-Lo still out here looking and living her best life. You don't think at some point the streets get, you know what? It's time, Stevens, these streets don't love you like I do. She was singing to a man.
Yeah, Matt Brown said that in the
Oh, I didn't see
earlier.
I didn't see it. But these streets, time Stevens said, these streets don't love you like I do. Talking about, you know what? Again, victimhood is currency. The woman is appealing to her man to say left out the streets. Stop getting these streets. They ain't gonna love you like I do. Stop home. Well, ladies, these streets, meaning the horse ways and the single life, ain't gonna love you like the man that wanna got here.
So horse ways.
I telling you, if the man treating you, like if the man legit, and all of us know what bad treatment is, huh? Universally, we all know what bad treatment is. Every woman in here know what bad treatment is. This ain't a dipsy doodle time now. The emotional needs not being met and everything that I call. Erica, you emotional needs not being met ain't gonna be the same as Rihanna emotional needs not being met. When they got the same mind, same situation, everything like that, and you may walk away and Rihanna may stay. So don't let me dipsy doodle that. Everybody in here know what bad treatment is for a woman. Everybody know what bad treatment is. Shoot, there are several examples. Mike Tyson and Robin Gibbons, yes. Right? Who's another one? Ike Turner and Tina Turner. There are several examples in our own communities of bad treatment by spouses. Walk away. We say every so often, walk away. Don't stop up there. If a man or a woman treating you bad, like really trying to put hands on you and outwardly disrespecting you and treating you like dog shit, walk away. Shoot, I would get a lawyer, I would refer you to a lawyer to get divorce papers dropped. But do not come a dipsy do to me and tell me emotional needs not being met. What I mean? Physical needs not being met is more something we could point to. Cause everybody know what not getting sex mean. We know what not sex get. We know what that look like. What was emotional needs not being met? That's subjective. That's not black and white, that's gray. So you leaving me for something that is gray is subjective. But men ain't even supposed to leave women for something that is black and white. I'm sorry, but when ain't getting sympathy for me, not for that. Tia, I wish you the best, honestly. I wish that you land on your feet, but statistics, data, analytics, all of that shows that you, as a black 42-year-old woman of 2, in entertainment, oh man, the odds stacked against you. We don't come and just talk, we just go on the same Google that one is used. We just watch the same documentaries on podcasts, and we just come with information. And not just the ones that slide in every corner in the narrative, even the ones that don't. So, I am sorry. You get no sympathy from me.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that some people are going to hold on to this stuff about the graduation line. I think that, this is the way to go. Again, ladies, separate yourself from this kind of thing. Don't attempt to dipsy doodle and make it sound like if this kind of stuff is poetic and this is the way to live your life. You're setting up yourself a disaster. Folks, it is 10 o'clock in Barbados and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. You have been indeed watching the Senate podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to hopefully get some shorts for you tomorrow. We got some live streams coming again next week. We are at 172 episodes.
Sorry to cross you, but tomorrow looking dicey too, the shorts, because I got some information this evening that I ain't got late on tomorrow night. So,
all right. Well, we get them to you when we get them to you.
I could promise you though, I just need to catch my hand. Because it got me chipping. I just need to catch my hand, life, personal life, everything. I just need to catch up. Got that kind of imbalance, and I need to get. Cause I miss it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I miss recording and editing shorts. It ain't even to say that sorry to say it, but ain't really. But the priority I want is just for my own self-actualization.
Funny. So yeah, next week we'll do. I promise you a fine night tonight, but then this Tia Mowry thing came up, and this was juicy, so I decided to deal with that instead. So we'll do Fine Night probably next week. Probably do 2 of those actually. That's so I could clear my phone a little bit. Get that stuff out. So yeah. We don't make any rules, you just make sure you know where they are. Yeah, you can ignore reality all you want, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. Be the best version of you for you. We can see you guys again very soon. I see we got the COVID numbers back up in the air, so please remember, folks. Yeah.
Peace, love, and peace. Good.
See you
later.
Peace.